Yo, what's up? The version preview is out, and also the patch notes. Let's take a look. Alright, good news. This guy is not a Shimmer 5-star, so we can summon for him. He's gonna be a fighter flow. Oh my goodness, okay. There's already gonna be another Shimmer Net 5. Ggez was not even 2 months in. They're already releasing a Shimmer Net 5, and this time it's gonna be a defender. When's the last time they released like a defender Shimmer Net 5? I think last defender Shimmer Net 5 is Everett, right? But Everett is labeled as a fighter, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is gonna be the first defender Shimmer Net 5 that we have. Alright, red twin skin. Okay, it's gonna be a voting event where you vote for your favorite Esper. This is gonna be the anniversary event. Flaming Echo, if you guys don't know, is where you get I think it's a free Net 5. You can choose within a selection of legendary Espers, and then Rewind is going to be you rewinding an Esper and then you get all the resources back. Burning Invite, I'm not too sure what this is. Sweet Wishes is the ones where you get like chocolates and stuff that can be transformed into a stamina, I think. Flashback, I'm not too sure. Jigsaw Fest is also, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Sweet Wishes is where you get the chocolates and stuff, where you can convert them into stamina. But yeah, that's about it for the preview. Let's take a look at the patch notes. Okay, Wu Yu Dijang is a 5-star Shimmer. Defender Esper capable of buffing and protecting teammates while dealing substantial damage through passive means. Through passive means, you can already tell that she's gonna be OP. Ability 1 is deals damage to one enemy multiple times based on her defense. If this ability is cast by a pursuit attack, removes all stacks of grounded from Wu Yu. Ability 2 deals damage to all enemies multiple times based on her defense. The higher the target's max HP, the higher the damage up to a maximum limit. Target's ability cooldown, ooh, okay. Performs a pursuit attack with S1 at the end of this ability. Alright, ability 3 is an entire essay. Deals damage to all enemies multiple times based on her defense. Dispels all enemy buffs. Inflict buff blocker. Ooh, she's gonna be really good against R2, Jinchu, and Mavis comps. Performs a pursuit attack with Chaos Strike at the end of this ability. Chaos Strike is ability 2. Passive is Wu Yu gains poise at the start of combat. Grants shockproof to all teammates with the defense label. When Wu Yu and teammate with shockproof takes hit, deals true damage to the attacker based on the damage taker's defense. Okay. If Wu Yu is not incapacitated, she gains 1 stack of grounded. Effects trigger once per target per turn. When grounded stacks reach the limit, instantly cast Fade to Black, which is her S3. Okay. When Wu Yu is the only survivor on the ally side, the effects of poise will be changed to speed increases. AP cannot be changed. Cannot perform counter attacks or resist attack. Cannot be inflicted with What the hell? Now she cannot. What the hell? If she's the only one in the battlefield, she cannot be debuffed? What? Yeah, so poise, AP cannot be changed. Active turns will be skipped. Cannot perform counter attacks or resist attacks. Cannot be inflicted with debuffs. Okay, so shockproof is where she grants all teammates, and it increases AP when taking hits. Triggers once per turn. Cannot be inflicted with defense down. Clear effects upon taking lethal damage. Grounded is defense and crit rate are increased, stackable with a limit. Clears all stack upon taking lethal damage. She's going to provide your entire team with like a retaliation damage with the true damage. And she's not going to be taking any turns herself, right? Because she will be skipping active turns because of this poise buff. She is kind of like Ggez in a way, where she doesn't really do much during her turn. You need the enemies to do something to you before you can start doing something, right? It's the same as Ggez in a way. And it seems like she doesn't really have any type of revives. If she dies, she just dies. So that's good. Resonance 1 is grounded, defense is further increased. R2 is a new effect is added to poise, reduces miss rate, increases accuracy. R4 is crit rate and defense are further increased, stackable with a limit, clears all stack upon taking lethal damage. And R6 is when the target's defense is below hers, the damage increases. She does seem like she's only gonna be like good for PvP. Again, this type of units where she needs to react to the enemies doing something to you is not really going to be that good in PvE, because in PvE you are the one that's going to be taking a lot of turns. Units like her and Iki I don't think is going to be good for PvE at all. She might be good for some areas in PvE, but I doubt she's going to be like anything crazy. She's going to be PvP exclusive just like Iki. Let's take a look at the 5-star flow. Chuyao Tai, fighter capable of inflicting debuffs while significantly weakening enemies. Ability 1 is deals damage to one enemy based on max HP, inflicts sear. Ooh! Calls in an ally with spirit Ggez to perform an assist attack. Another targeted assist attack I think is gonna be pretty insane, especially when his defense has sear and defense down. This is kind of crazy. Ability 2 is grants spirit Ggez to the ally with the highest attack at the start of combat. Chuyao's ability effect won't miss, guarantees a critical hit if accuracy is equal to or higher than the target's. Spirit Ggez is undispellable, reduces the chance of taking critical hits each time the carrier takes hits, dispels debuffs from the carrier and Chuyao, and increases Chuyao's AP. After taking action, Chuyao deals damage to all enemies based on his max HP and extends their debuff duration by 1 turn. Each debuff on the target increases final damage. Ooh, okay. It's gonna be pretty insane for PvE activities because of this targeting assist attack. Ability 3 is dispel several buffs from each enemy, inflicts sear, defense down, and calamity. Calamity doesn't work on bosses, deals damage to all enemies based on his HP. Calamity is each debuff on the carrier increases final damage taken and reduces final ability damage dealt. Multiple identical debuffs are regarded as 1. Okay, it's weird that this calamity doesn't work on bosses, so that's gonna dampen his PvE capabilities a little bit. But I think even without this, he should be pretty insane because of this right here. We've already seen this targeted assist being super good with Liam, but Liam also provides 30% attack and crit damage, right? This guy doesn't. He just has the targeted assist, and he has this reduced chance of taking critical hits. So you might be able to swap out Yun Chuan with this guy in the Embla comp, or you might even run him in a different type of comp, because he has a lot of crucial debuffs within one kit. He has sear, defense down on his S1, he has assist attacks, he has ability 3 that also inflicts sear and defense down. Alright, so his R1 is S3, final damage is plus 10%. R2 is a new effect is added to Divine Invocation, his S2. Gains an extra turn after casting his S3. Okay. R4 is a new effect is added to Divine Invocation, again his S2. When Calamity expires, Chuyao dispels all buffs from the target and inflicts petrification, cannot be resisted. Again, this is mostly for PvP. Since it doesn't work on bosses, you won't get the effects of the Calamity in most PvE contents, right? It's gonna be pretty good for towers, but that's pretty much it if you're looking at PvE contents. And then R6 is a new effect is added to his S2 again. Each time an enemy is inflicted with debuffs or their debuffs durations are extended, permanently reduces their attack and shield strength to receive. Can't be resisted. Wow. His R6 is mostly for PvP, but it can also be used for PvE as well. Because each time you land a debuff on the boss, you will reduce their attack, which means your entire team should not take any damage after some time, right? This one might be insane for bossing contents. So yeah, his kit looks insane. I might R6 him, but I don't think you need to R6 him. You probably just need to get him to R0 or maybe R2, because R2 he starts to go from S3 and then to S1, so that you can start performing the assist attack with your highest attacking ally. Alright, Flaming Echo. Acquire reverb coins by logging in for the first time. Complete quests or reaching designated number of max activeness days. Reverb coins can be used to summon select legendary espers. Reaching a designated number of echo spins will also allow you to obtain select espers during the event. This is going to be the free legendary that you get. Alright, rewind. I want to see if they allow you to rewind everything. So star level, ascension, that's it. resonance and ability levels cannot be rewound. What? Ability levels cannot be rewound? So the only thing that you're gonna rewind is star level, star rating, level, and ascension. You're not gonna be rewinding the rival runes. You're not gonna be rewinding the abilities. That's so dumb. They nerfed rewind event. That's insane. Flashback is where you can see all of your data from over the past year. Okay, warm-up match is gonna be back. I don't think they changed anything. And I assume the skin that you're gonna get, yeah, it's good. Okay, the skin that you're gonna get is actually a Tang Xuan skin. Okay, I thought at first it was a red twin, but it's actually Tang Xuan. Endless Nightmare is back, where you have to explore one by one. This is such a hassle of an event. It's really annoying to do. Alright, limited time echo event is gonna be for Chu Yao, Lian, and Jinny. So I don't know if I want to R6 Lian or Chu Yao. R6 Lian is going to be insane for my account, but I'm not too sure whether I should R6 Chu Yao or not, because I don't think Chu Yao needs to R6. He becomes really good at R6 because he starts reducing the attack of the boss. I'll have to see if there's a cap or not. If there's no cap, I think I'm going to go for R6 Chu Yao instead. Okay, adjusted Haley's rival rune secondary attribute values. Hopefully they gave her more speed, because they didn't give Haley any speed to begin with in the rival rune, so she kind of sucks because of that. You need her to take a turn for her to provide the sets on the ally, but because they gave her no speed, you can't really run her in PvP. And they also changed Yamato's rival rune as well, and set effects, okay, and some pack adjustments. So yeah, that's about it. The layout of limited time echo is going to be insane. The new unit is also going to be super insane for PvE and maybe for PvP as well. But he is a debuff based character, so we don't know just yet how crazy he's going to be. Because in PvP, if you're a debuff based character, there's a lot going against you. Immunity, Jin Yu Yao, R6 Sally is going to be such a hassle for you to deal with. But we'll see though. Lian is also going to be insane for those who don't have her at R6 yet. I might go for her R6 instead of this guy, but I'm not too sure just yet. And also, this is going to be the comeback of the best event in DISLYTE. Actually no, Shimmer Reverbertron is the best. This one is second now. I'm going to summon for the new 5-star as well. I have about 120 or 110. I've been saving them up after Iki summons, and I think I only use like 20 Shimmer record for the Iki summon, so I still have like abundance of Shimmer record. Hopefully I get her. She does seem pretty insane for PvP. Her best team I think is going to be in tank teams, so you either run her with Mavis or you run her in some other team. Mavis team is already like the best with Iki, so you're probably not going to run her in the Mavis comp. You're probably just going to run her in Cecilia comp and with like R6 Sally or R6 Lian, so that you can tank all of the hits, right? She doesn't have a revive to herself. She only has debuff immunity if she is the last one in the battlefield. Right here. Changes from speed increase to AP cannot be changed and cannot be debuffed. His kit looks insane for PvE. He has defense down, he has Seer on one skill, S3 does both of them, S1 also does both of them. He's gonna be insane for bossing type contents, even though this part right here doesn't work on bosses. He's gonna be pretty good for PvP I think as well, because in PvP, although he is a debuff based character, he also dispels buffs on the enemies, right? His ability 2 is pretty much all passive. It doesn't say anywhere that it's an active skill. So whenever he takes an action, he will deal damage to all enemies based on his max HP and extend their debuff's duration by 1 turn. This is kind of crazy. And also each debuff on the target increases his final damage. He's going to be doing insane damage. He's going to allow the highest attack ally to do insane damage. He's going to be good pairing with Embla as well. One day we maybe can run a team that can help Embla perform an assist attack on all of the hits, right? This guy already performs an assist attack, Liam, and then also Fushi. We just need one more slot for Embla to be completely insane, right? Assist attack on every single one of the hits. So yeah, that's about it. Both of these guys looks insane. The new 5-star Shimmer does look like Iki a little bit, but with a little bit more defense to your allies, because Iki is really selfish, whereas Wu Yu, she doesn't have revive to herself, she doesn't have debuff immunity unless she's the only one in the battlefield left. But Wu Yu does provide your entire team with the shock proof, which allows them to not be inflicted with defense down. This is massive, because if you put her in the Mavis comp, Mavis will be harder to get one shot, because right now if Mavis is defense broken, she might just get one shot, but without defense break she can still tank for a very long time, especially if you have like a R2 Tiger, right? This is gonna be massive for a lot of tank teams. But yeah, that's about it. Ciao.